What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Three View. Today, we are joined by Louisiana Drillers head coach Chris Francis. How has your offseason been going as a Fraser Cup champion?
It's been good. Got to enjoy a lot of downtime and spend some time with my 7-month-old son, and yeah, it's been nice.
Awesome. So, we'll just kind of reflect on last season, Fraser Cup champions, organization of the year. How do you even begin to put into words, what that success means for the Drillers program?
Grateful, right? Obviously, having that kind of year and being able to accomplish what we did means a lot to us as a group and to the fans here who've been fans for 10 years now, to the billets. It's uh, it's good to see the owners and all the players get rewarded for their hard work.
And you yourself were awarded Coach of the Year. Having that recognition from your peers, how special was that for you?
It's an amazing accomplishment, right? There's so many good coaches at this level, at any level, but to win an award like that, it speaks about everyone around you, right? So it's not just me, it's a team effort, and I'm very thankful that the guys and everybody put in the kind of work they did. So, it's an amazing award to get, but definitely not just because of what I did. It's everyone else.
And as we dive more into last season, what was the defining moment for you guys as a group down the stretch that led to you guys becoming the Fraser Cup champions?
I think it was a process of the year before, right? So Um, very fortunate that we had a good amount of returners come back and getting to the Fraser Cup the previous year and kind of falling short there and just
Mhm.
seeing what it takes to actually accomplish the final mission. I think that's what really pushed us this year, right? Like the guys came in focused. They saw what we had here, they saw what we could do, and I think that's what kind of pushed us to, kind of go on the run we had that last season, and just happy it all paid off at the end.
And like you just said, you had a large group of returners from the year before. What does that say about the culture that you and your staff have built to have that many players return to your roster and then also, go on to have the success that you did?
We're very big on, pushing family here, right? Like if you're a bad apple in the locker room, if you're not buying into the process of how we want to play and how we act in and out of the rink, you're not going to be here. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And um, the guys enjoyed their time here. We have a great support group of fans, billets, and it's a honestly, it's a really good place to come and play hockey. And and the boys come here, they're excited to be at the rink. After they're done, they get to go golfing. Like it's a good spot.
And when we look at the NAHL draft from this past June, your team had 7 players selected, which was the most by any NA3HL team in the league. What does that say about the development process that the Drillers have in place to have that many players selected and have the opportunity to move up to the NA?
It's all about teaching the proper habits here. You know, I've been grateful to play at some of the higher levels and just teaching them what it actually takes to, have that success and get those opportunities. And I get it, it's a tier 3 hockey, but I don't treat them like tier 3 hockey players. I want them to understand what it takes to move on in anything in life, not just hockey. But we're very big on doing the right things day in, day out, and very happy to see that, these guys are getting the opportunity at the next level because that's our job. We got to move them on.
And not only did you yourself win one of the season awards, some of your players did as well, with Cole Schmidt winning Rookie of the Year and Johnny Burnt winning Defenseman of the Year. What does that mean to you to see these players recognized on a league-wide level?
It's great, right? Like uh, the personal awards are amazing to earn. Obviously, everybody wants to win the final award, which is the championship. But
Mhm.
you know, Johnny Burnt, especially, right? Like 2-year process with him, right? He was really good his rookie year, didn't get to stick in the North American Hockey League. He comes back, he's the leader for us, and just an amazing human, amazing hockey player. So I'm glad to see that he got recognized. And obviously, Cole was just a beast for us in the net down the stretch, and to have him earn that award, that speaks very highly of him.
And going off of Cole Schmidt, he will be returning this season, which will be huge for you. How excited are you to have him back? And what kind of presence does he bring to the locker room?
Oh, it's great to have him back. Obviously, we're not a perfect hockey team by any chance. We make a lot of mistakes, like, just like everyone does. But having him back there, gives you a little bit of a boost because he can make those saves when you need him. But in the locker room, no, he's a silent leader. He comes ready to work. With him, we got Owen Huseman coming back as well as an '06. He's gonna get more opportunity this year, and um, it's gonna be a good tandem back there. But yeah, we're super excited to have Cole back and see what he can do this year for us.
And it's no secret that you guys, will have that target on your back being the reigning Fraser Cup champs. How do you go about, navigating that throughout this season and keeping the bar set high, even though you have accomplished so much?
Yeah, I mean, last year we wanted to mimic Helena, right? That was the goal for us, right? Watching them at the Fraser Cup, and now teams are going to do that with us, and that's exciting for us. We accept those challenges. We want to be pushed because that's going to make us better. But at the end of the day, there's 38 teams. Only one could be the champion,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of things that go into this sport. Personnel on your roster. You got to get the bounces throughout the year. So it's going to be an exciting year, but we're definitely looking forward to trying to defend our title. But it's going to be a long road ahead. So we'll see what happens.
And when we look at Louisiana, not a typical hockey market that one thinks of, with you guys winning the championship, what does that do for hockey players, around the state, having something to look forward to and realize that, they can play junior hockey in their own backyard?
Yeah, that's the goal, right? Yeah, we're not your traditional hockey market. I mean, I know a little bit about that growing up in Vegas when I was younger. So,
Mhm.
but having the success we have, the Laha kids out here, which is our youth program, they're excited about it. They're coming to games, and that's the goal, right? Wherever you are, you want to try and build the program. You want to try and build the culture within the fans, everything. So we have a mission to continue the success of winning, but we also want to keep giving back to the community and help growing and making people understand, like, hey, there is hockey here and we're a pretty good team. So come on out and join us.
And to wrap things up here, as we look forward to this upcoming season, what is your personal goal for this upcoming year, especially with a lot of new players joining your roster?
Definitely don't take a step backwards, right? We don't want to do that, but um, our goal is to be consistent every night, right? Doing like I say it all the time, but trust the process, doing little things, because that's what's going to help you achieve team success and personal success. So, our goal is to obviously make it back to St. Louis and give ourselves a chance to defend, but ultimately we got to develop me and my assistant. We got to develop these kids into good young men, teach them, how to get to that next level, whether you're an '05 trying to go to college, whether you're an '06, '07 trying to go to the North American Hockey League. Just, we got to do the right things on a daily basis.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for hopping on this call and good luck this season.
Thank you very much.